Hello, this is Ivan. Today we will go through specifying styles in Specees, an extension for Adobe Illustrator for specifying dimensions and styles. After you have opened the panel, switch to Specifying Styles. You'll see a similar UI as specifying dimensions here. On the upper part are settings. Again, is for changing appearances and other parameters. In the middle, you can choose which side to display the properties of an object. On the right hand side, you can toggle displaying fonts and color properties on and off here. It should be very similar to the UI of specifying dimension. To specify an object style, select an object and choose which side to display the properties and click the Generate button. You'll see we have the stroke color, the stroke weight, and fill color specified here. You can also display it on other sides, like this, and this. Color displayed is depending on the document color mode of your document. So let me switch to this file and see its document color mode is set to CMYK, and then we specified the objects here, and you see the color will be in CMYK2. And let's switch back to this file with document color mode is set to RGB. Here you can choose to display the color between hash code or RGB numbers here. So here comes the hash code, and here comes the RGB numbers. And for gradient color, you will get a type of gradient, the gradient angle, and informations of the gradient stops. For pattern, you will get the name of the pattern. And for spot color, you will have the name and the color density. For linked image, Specees will show you the file name. And for embedded image, it will show you embedded image only. If you set the opacity in the transparency window below 100% here, and Specees will show you the opacity. However, if you have set the opacity for fill and stroke in the appearance window here, as actually you can set a different opacity to fill color and stroke color here. You will not get the opacity for an object if you just specify an object normally. Here, you have to hold down the Option key on Mac or the Op key on PC to make Specees to look for the opacity. It's because Adobe Illustrator does not return the opacity set in the appearance window natively in the scripting environment. So we have to duplicate and expand the object to get the information. This makes the specifying process slower, and you will notice the decrease in speed when you try to specify many objects with this function. So only use this function, that is hold down the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on PC while click the Generate button Just use this on those objects you have set the properties in the appearance window only. For test, Specees will show you the font family, font size, and leading. You can turn off specified font properties here if you only need the color information. Or you can, of course, only specify the font properties if you turn off the specify color properties here. One thing to notice is that we actually only show you the font and color properties for the first character of all types of text. If you have different properties of text in a text box, just like this one, please highlight all the first characters with different properties to specify it uh, one by one. Species will not specify styles for group. Make sure you ungroup the group before you specify the items inside it. Or you can specify the objects inside the group one by one with the direct selection tool. Just like specifying dimension, you can specify multiple object styles at once. For example, here in this document, I can just select all of this and see everything is specified, and those with the same properties will be grouped together. This is really handy for you to make a cleaner specification for your layout. So that's all for the tutorial of specifying styles. Thank you for watching.